Hello? Hello? Alright, let's go. I believe we are here. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's go. Technical difficulties there with the mic, but we're back. Rico Verhoeven, the king of kickboxing, takes on the king of boxing, Alexander Usyk. I picked Usyk in my prediction video. I just obviously think he's too good at boxing. But look, we're here. We're here for one fight only, because we're currently running at a fight, then an hour, fight, then an hour. So I'm not really doing that there. Like, no offense, like, great win for Hamza Shiraz and Jack Catterall. Man, Jack Catterall is someone that I think has just got robbed badly. So he did, and now he has to work his way back up. Um, the Josh Taylor fight was the robbery that I'm on about, but then obviously he lost that close fight to Barboza as well. But I think we'll see him back, and he's won the regular title. I think he will win the world title again soon. But yeah, uh, he looks sharp in there. He always does in ways. Do you know what I mean? The Eubank, the Harlem Eubank fight was strange, but that fight is hard to do. And look, I mean, don't even get me started on Harlem Eubank in that fight. To be honest with you, that was a shambles all around, pretty much. But overall, he's on his way back, and that's what matters. Do you know what I mean? If you some fighters maybe were that good and they get robbed and they just feel like, oh, well, what's the point? That'll happen every time. They just never go for it again. They lose the love for the sport. And it's good to see Jack Catterall stuck at it. He's with Annis now as well, coach. So look, who knows? But he's looking good under his new coach. And who wins now? Regular champion. Obviously, we've seen during the week. They updated. Um, they upgraded. That's the word. Updated, man. Upgraded Rolly Romero to champion. So, or the super champion. You gotta love this sport, man. Like, you're trying to tell me, right? This is the realistics of it. We can have a WBA. Technically, this is a possibility, right? A WBA mandatory, a WBA interim champion, a WBA regular champion, and a WBA super champion. So how can we have three champions and a mandatory? Get that out of here, man. It's cooked. It's fried. But overall, per usual, good to be back. I can't wait to get back on a more regular upload um schedule. Do you know what I mean? Stuff happens, you go out of it, you got to get back into it though. And I'm gonna aim to do that over the summer. Hopefully, I will be bringing some new content, completely new, and I'm excited for that. There, I get to show off my skills a bit in that department. But overall, good to be back. Good to be back live. Yeah, I'm Zashir. I was world champion. I mean, that team is undoubtedly one of the best in boxing. You're looking at the likes of Paddy Donovan, in my opinion, should be an undefeated world champion. You're looking at the likes of Ben Whitaker, serious contender. You're looking at the likes of obviously Hamza Shiraz, and then you look at the coach. with Andy Lee, and you have the likes of Joseph Parker there as well, and not to mention all the people that will be coming up under Andy Lee. That's one of the best teams in boxing, and it doesn't shock me that Hamza Shearaz won that world title. Do you know what I mean? He's up in weight now, and I don't really know if it was the weight, to be honest, because he looked alright. Apparently, he broke his hand in that Adames fight, and Adames was just too skillful and too experienced in there for him, maybe. But he's once again showed good ability to come back, to get everything back on track, and he's went up a weight class, got a good win, a really, really good win over Belanga in New York, and now he comes back, goes out there tonight, and look, his opponent, there's no hiding it, was not his level. Probably 20 levels below him, to be honest. And he gets the knockout in round two, but he's the WO super middleweight champion now, and well done to him. I mean, maybe if I get around to Queensbury or something in Dublin, maybe get an interview with him, but we'll see. Did you see that Torres or Sanchez knocking Torres out was absolutely brutal. See Alistair over him here on stage. But yeah, I mean, he was the last. I mean, for now, he was the last heavyweight hope, and he got absolutely flatlined. Body shot KO for Shearer. Ah, yeah. I didn't even see the knockout until there now. Beautiful KO. Love that there. Uppercut the head, rip the left hook to the body. Brilliant shot, Hamza Shearaz. Oh, that's not where I mean. What are we saying here? Benson Henderson got knocked out in 20. Yeah, we got to get him to retire. Try Benson Henderson in his day, one of the best, but 20 seconds, bro. We got to get that out of here. Got to go. Time to retire, man. I think it's sad. I think the saddest thing is like fighters that just stick around for way too long. Like I know he's trying to prove his point that he still got it to himself, but look, man, up until Islam Makhachev, he or Khabib maybe, he was the technically the greatest lightweight of all time with his title defenses wise. So you were the best in your prime. You got that. You achieved what everyone wants to achieve, and fighting on this much is sad, but it happens. Great fighter in his day. Um, maybe it's because maybe it's because of the money back then was different than when Benson Henderson was fighting that time when he was champion. You know, it's a lot less money than it would have been, especially in that lightweight division. Especially when a fighter like McGregor started to come along, and that was after Benson Henderson. You know, he was way before that, so it's hard. But I would like to think he's enough. You know what I mean, to be happy in retirement. Wait from Jack Paul here. Today is a prime example of why people hate these matchroom ring or whoever is doing it. Or hold on, let's go. Time to whip out the reading skills here. Today is a prime example of why people hate these matchroom ring events or whoever is doing it. So much talking and time in between events. True. How have these peeps been doing this for so long and not realised that running back to back fights what the fans want? These British accents talking about this and that. Come on, bro. I've been tuned in since 1 p.m. and still hear Tony Value talking about what he once did. There's no reason. There's a reason MVP's on top. So look, Jake Paul. Look, I mean it's. I mean he's got a point on that. Second line there's so much talking and time in between events. I've been. I'm not even joking. I've been sitting here looking at Tony Value talk to Overeem, talk to Ali Depot. By the way, three. I mean two of the best. I mean world level fighters, and obviously Ada. Come on, like one of the best commentators, and was he? I think he's a presenter in the sport, but you don't want to see talking for this long. It's true, and it kills momentum. Um, Happens a lot more in boxing. It's why you don't see me go live very early because it would take up years of my life. But this is what happens, isn't it? Like everyone in their flipping, you know what I mean? Everyone's been world champions there. See, as soon as I refresh, you know what I mean? I see this photo ringside, and in one row you have Gennady Golovkin, Eddie Hearn. Don't think he was a world champion in his day, like, but never know. Managed a good few of them. Then right next to him, Anthony Joshua, and obviously Canelo next to him. We also know that Bob Crawford's there. Um, Usyk, obviously. They're showing a lot of Jason Statham. Yeah. There's a lot of famous people there. Ryan Garcia, I think I've seen as well. Breaking news: the WBA has officially ordered Gervonta Davis versus Kid Austin. Both sides now have 30 days to reach a deal before the deadline on June 22nd. If agreement isn't reached, the fight will hit the purse bids. That is from Source of Boxing on Twitter. But look, man, I seen it. I don't even know, man. Like, what do you say? Davin Haney is right behind Ryan Garcia. I mean, yeah, what can you even say? Like, Hank, man, Hank has the Hank is one of the greatest examples of what I would like to call, you know what I mean, star privilege. Because if anyone else was a world champion for this long, holding on to the belt, not fighting, especially coming off a fight like his one against Roach, they would be getting slated every day. They will not be world champion anymore because their name isn't as big. But whenever it's Tank Davis who brings in money, everything's all right. Nobody says anything, and they just let him continue. Tank could probably retire right now, and the WBA would be like, oh yeah, just honestly, just make a regular champion. Like, just ignore that, forget about him. He'll come back eventually, and then we'll get our money. Like, come on, it's annoying. Take the belt off him. If he does not fight Kid Austin, take that belt off him. Seriously, like, they're doing the. Actually, that is the background. The pyramids is cool, though. I'll give the event that. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool to see. It's one thing Turkey has done is he's created a spectacle around a few events. When you look at the likes of Times Square one, I know it was a terrible event, like, but fights just were not there, man. That was shocking. Guy was sitting up on Twitter. Could you imagine, like, just the absolute, what do you even call it, roller coaster of emotions? You go from, I wasn't live streaming at this time, I don't think, but it going from flipping, I missed the Teofimo Barbosa fight. So, you know, lo and behold, I left myself with the two great fights of the night, which was Davin Haney against Ramirez and Ryan Garcia against Rowley. But me about 100 punches through, not even combined in both them fights over 24 rounds. You know what I mean? And it's a good thing for Davin Haney that he come back actually thinking about it now in that Norman fight and put him down and stud his base a bit, because honestly in that fight I've never seen anyone scared in my life as Davin Haney against Ramirez. Just hit and run. But eventually, do you know what I mean? Takes a fight or two. I mean, Ryan Garcia knocked him left, right, and center. Let's be honest here. Um, that's what happened. You know what I mean? Whether you believe he's on steroids or not, that is the event that unfolded, and that can leave a fighter scarred or scared to go into things. Especially, I mean, Brand Norman Jr. was considered a big puncher, but that's what happens. You know what I mean? Some fighters fold, like I've been saying. Some fighters rise up again, and Dan Heaney come out and he did well against Norman, and obviously dropped him, which was shocking. And he's world champion again. We're looking at Ryan Garcia fight. The unification would have been class, but we're getting Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia next. I want to make a Zuffa video so badly. I need to maybe do it tonight, but I might get my research done and then go back at it. I think Zuffa coming into boxing to do that Ali revival act. I think that's one of the worst things the sport's gonna see. Um, Funny enough, he's been on the screen here for about 20 minutes, but I was listening to Tony Valley talk about it a bit as well. It's terrible. It is not good for boxing. And I know there was a poor representation from boxing in the case in court because we obviously sat out. I mean, Nico Ali Walsh, you know what I mean? That's all right. Obviously, Muhammad Ali, who the Muhammad Ali Act was based off of, is his grandfather, isn't he? So that's um that's all right. Do you know what I mean? It's a good person to send out and to play the point. I really like the point he made about changing the name because it's completely against what Ali fought for. Do you know what I mean? You can't really call it the Muhammad Ali Revival Act. It had nothing to do with it. And obviously our flipping other one was Oscar De La Hoya, which don't get me wrong, it's good to have him there and he done alright, but mate, that going up against the people that Zufa had was not good. And but I really I do think that is like as simple as going, well, you have Zufa here saying they're gonna change the game, they're gonna fix boxing, they're gonna do all this here, and they just really want their own league to do it. And where else is that happening? Oh, MMA, sure. The same people pretty much run a monopoly in MMA. They pretty much control the market. They do whatever they want. All right, and what happens over there? Well, people fight for 10 grand. Some people get knocked out cold for 10 grand, flipping 3 times a year. Some people, I mean, they literally get half the money they should get. I mean, whether you're looking at a 10-10 or 20-20, you lose, you get half. Get that? Oh well, what do they say about it? Oh well, they really hate it and they just want more money. Oh well, then why are we letting this happen? You know what I mean? Look at the example, like the worldwide, world known example. I mean, literally, lock in. Good win for Catterall. Like I said, just on the refresh here, man. Trying to get something to talk about that's interesting. I've been leading a few good points. I seen Conor Ben was in Belfast, but apart from that, no, I mean not much on that. To be fair, like what are we saying here? Daxazor is the greatest character, background character in boxing. Like genuinely, you will just find him anywhere you go at any event. Yeah, Catterall, regular champion, but we all know he's worthy of beating Rudy Murrow. I think he would beat. I think he'd beat him left, right, and center. To be honest with you, Sam Jones celebrating with him here. Never forget. Sam Jones and Dead to Regis Prograde back in the day that he would knock Jack Catterall out, and then they fought. They fought later on when Sam Jones is obviously his Jack Catterall's manager. Anything. Tyson Fury and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I don't. I think that's a joke. Better be a joke, man, for the sake of this sport. Um, Another thing, pretty much a month and 3 days from now, I think it is. One of the Belfast legends of boxing is gonna go out for his last dance in the boxing ring, Paddy McCrory. So hopefully we'll be down at the waterfront covering that one. Uh, he actually got me started, or he got me my first event, obviously with his first event, which is uh good timing, I suppose. That was the 5th of April, I think. It was called Showdown Hammer Boxing. Great card, to be honest. Unbelievable KO on there from Barry McReynolds, I think his name is, and been a good journey so far for Paulie and Hammer Boxing, but he heads out now on his own last dance day, end his own boxing career, and hopefully on a win. Other good names in that card. You're looking at Paddy Gals on there again. Shout out to him. He actually, if you see my interview with him, the last bit where it says him saying subscribe to SAS Combat, he actually offered to do that, which I thought was incredibly sound. So shout out to him. Who else on there? Tio Allen's on there. I believe Castle Jennings is on there. Great fighter. Few debutants on there. Yeah, it's gonna be a great card. Make sure to tune into that if you can. But I'm in covering boxing as much. I mean, love it or hate it, boxing is less eventful than MMA, and obviously it's cause MMA is such a like compact space where if two people are going to talk to each other, they're usually going to both be in the UFC, and you can get something out of it. Not that I've been uploading, obviously, but boxing otherwise it's just like what I see a video from the Ring magazine, like, and I look, I don't know what to say about this Ring show to be honest because it fries my head. Oh well, how can you call Daniel Dubois champion whenever he just lost Usyk? And it's like that's alright. I mean, fair enough, he did lose to Usyk, but then again, our champion, your champion, uh, is currently about to walk out in front of the pyramids at Egypt to fight a 1-0 boxer and a kickboxer. So at least Daniel Dubois is boxing worthy flipping people, fighting the world champion of Bobby Wardley, and same with Wardley fighting Dubois. Um, then you look at was it what else did it say? What do you call him? Say Chris Mannix. It's not. Never. He would never come up with stuff. I guess. Max Kellerman. Is it? He's like everyone has a belt. Even I've got a belt. You're like yeah okay mate, but me like everyone has a belt. Fair enough mate. Like I don't even know. There's too many belts, but I suppose only one matters. You know what I mean? It's a point. That's sport. You want less belts. I'm an advocate for it. I have a belt. It's like okay. Straight disrespect on the name of everyone's ever been a world champion. Well, that's the product the sport's created, hasn't it? I mean, it's true in a sense that everyone does have a belt, but I mean, like Usyk has three, Daniel Dubois has one, or I suppose Usyk's the ring champion. You know what I mean? There's the IBO, which I actually like. People hate on the IBO. I think the IBO is, I really think the IBO is like the working man's world title because so many people. I mean, who I was talking about there, Paddy McCrory was an IBO world champion. You're looking at the likes of Anto Kakachi, IBO world champion. And when fighters maybe that aren't on the world stage yet, obviously Paddy had a great run and stuff with the WBA and he was very high ranked there. Had he won that fight against Berlanga, he would have fought Canelo probably. So that just shows you how close he was. But fighters that are sort of just really good fighters, really well known around their home country and their hometown, but maybe not in the world stage. You mention them as IBO world champions, and everyone's like, "Oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't count." But then, whenever the big fighters get it, I always remember because then you see fighters like Bivol, and he has the WBA belt, but he's also holding the IBO belt, and Eddie Hearn's beside him going, "Well, he's the IBO and the WBA champion, now, so it matters now, does it?" Do you know what I mean? Just like to discredit it whenever it's not a big name holding it. Do you know what I mean? Sirang Garcia here again. Having Haney walking about, talking to Turkey. Turkey's talking to Ryan, who's talking to Davin, and that Dynamite's the fights. You know what I mean? Both of you like, but me. Well, I never even made my point about that ring show. What was what was it? Yeah, the whole thing about boxing is everything's so like we hear stuff so early, like it can mean nothing. What was the one I seen today? Max Kellerman again. I know he's one of the most respected in the sport, but sometimes he does come out with things you gotta mention it, man. Like he just says stupid things sometimes. I think we all do to be fair, but you know what I mean. So no offense to him, but Max Kellerman, and he's like, we'll go over to Mike Coppinger for the Daily News. What is the Daily News? And Mike Coppinger, who people have mixed opinions on. I don't really care to be honest. I don't really care about anyone. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna say stuff, I'm not really gonna pay attention. If it's stupid, like if it's completely stupid, then I'll say something usually. But Max Kellerman, he was like Davin Haney and is it Davin Haney and Shakur Stevenson? Davin Haney and someone, I think. I can't really remember, but it was like one of those names. I'm pretty sure where it's like that welterweight division, Ryan Garcia, Shakur, Haney, Rolly. You know what I mean? The fighters like that there, the big time American names. I was like, I heard they're in early preliminary talks. They're like, all right, nice. That's like saying, I heard via source that Gavin Haney said, let's fight to Shakur Stevenson. It means nothing. That's what boxing's like, though. You know what I mean? That's the reporting you get. Like, how do you make a video out of that? But then MMA is way more serious. There's a lot more stuff happening. Whenever stuff does happen, it's usually confirmed or more likely to happen in MMA. These guys are still talking. There's no way. Usyk was supposed to walk out near enough 10 minutes ago. By the way, actually a joke. Like this is like this. This is the problem with boxing. Like it's just straight up. You gotta mention it. This is like you talk about modern day content with viewer retention and stuff like that. There, this could not be any worse. Like you're sitting here. No, no offense to them. Like I've said, two very good fighters. I'm arguably the best presenter in boxing right now. But there's no need for me to have been watching them talk for the past half an hour. It's just the truth. There's Bud. You know, might want to explain to Turkey how much he hates our long podcasts in between fights. It is a joke. It's a complete joke. What are we waiting for? Like, what are we doing? Just get there later, something because they cut the Usyk about 10 minutes, 20 minutes before his fight, and he's getting his flipping hands wrapped. Talk in, everyone, flip me. Everyone hates them, but see, to be honest, talking to the Ring magazine in Turkey here, if you're gonna leave us with an hour in between every fight, you may as well throw someone singing in the middle of it. Why not? There's Cabell ringside, so Cabell is just you'll get your shot one day. Hopefully, mate. 23 minutes. Usyk on Twitter. I don't like as well. I know the UFC does it. I don't like whenever they do like the hashtag for an event and it's just some flipping random line they've made up. Like, get that out of here. Just make it two fighters' names. Anna Wildhouse is talking to Davin Haney now. Ryan Garcia announced Conor Benn fight, but Conor Benn said nothing. There's been no official confirmation. Like, I'd love to see who Conor Benn. Like Conor Ben went up to 160 fight Eubank and stuff like that there. And that you would look at and go, oh yeah, he's not afraid of anyone. Not necessarily saying he's afraid, but that is fuel of hate and revenge. You know what I mean? Like his dad lost, and then his dad drew with Eubank Senior. Then he lost the first one. Of course, he went for that again, and of course, he went for that in the first place. You know what I mean? But it's fueled, like I said, by hatred and a want for revenge, and then obviously redemption the second time around. Then he comes back down to these normal weight classes that he's at, and he's just like, yeah, give me flipping who's 45 and used to be a world champion, give me them. You know what I mean? So, Malton. Get him, like, I'll give him his credit if he takes this fight, but he's got to do something because this stuff, that's just for Rage Progress, Chris Algieri, that's like flipping, you know what I mean? Old time fighters, near enough. Not to play. No disrespect, because obviously Regis Progress and Chris Algieri, I'm pretty sure, were great fighters in their day, but the sport moves, and then people like Conor Bain took advantage of it. And now he's in this situation he's in, but it's like you never earned that. Like it's the benefit to having his name because I've watched so many fighters, and I mean so many football fighters who deserve to be in a better place than Conor Bain or where he is at now with their skills, and they're not. But that's boxing. And it's MMA. If you can't talk, it's a disadvantage. Not even if you can't talk. You like Pereira doesn't really say much, but he has personality with the Shama and the Destroyer. Realistically, if you have nothing about you, it's over. Like it's gonna be a long day for you. Ain't in the ring. Like if you, the reason why Davin Haney is such a big name is because, well, obviously one he kept winning, but most importantly, in my opinion, was his dad talking so much for him. You know what I mean? Built up his hype, built up his name. Usyk's 39 now. Hit the tape 39 for Usyk, 37 for Verhoeven. 6'5" Verhoeven, 2 inch height advantage. And half an inch reach advantage for Verhoeven. He is 1-0 with 1 KO in boxing. Usyk is 24-0 with 15 KOs. 33-0 according to me. For me. Off by a bit in that one. I'll be honest, like I don't watch kickboxing, so it was a chat GBT job, but I watched Rico's highlights and then I said to chat GBT how many rounds is a championship kickboxing fight, Glory? And it was like, yeah, it's 35-minute rounds. Or no, not even, it's 5 3-minute rounds. Mate. This fight goes the longer rounds. Usyk usually takes over people who already have good cardio, but this is going to be a shambles for Verhoeven if it goes that late, probably. We'll see. Of course. Of course. Didn't you know that once we got the fighters introduced, or once we were about to do it, we had to hit the promo trailer? Let's do the national anthems as well. Why not? Let's do 4 of them. Like, this is what I mean. I swear there would have been about 2 UFC fights by now. There's no UFC tonight, by the way, so this is my only live stream. They're in this trailer with Verhoeven and Usyk, man. I mean, we're headed into the fight now, so I may as well talk about it since we're actually close to it. But the the main thing I noticed with Rico when it comes to his kickboxing and stuff, Rico was very, very quick, very good at combinations. Usually ended them with his kicks, but the main thing I noticed was his hands. Those things were not where they needed to be, and I think the gaps are too big, and I think Usyk will take advantage, obviously, along with every other advantage he has. So here comes Rico. Will he pull off the bit? I mean, this is the fun part. You gotta admit it. Whether you were excited for this or not, the potential of seeing possibly the biggest upset in the history of the sport. It's the fun part. You know what I mean? It's the motivating factor behind this fight. It's the reason you might want to watch it. Because the idea of anything in life, the impossible being pulled off, is intriguing. Do you know what I mean? That wasn't the exact word I was looking for, but that's what people are interested in. You know what I mean? Could he beat arguably the greatest boxer ever? I mean, you're looking at Olympic gold medalist. You're looking at undisputed cruiserweight, undisputed heavyweight, twice beat three of the greatest heavyweights of the generation, two times per person, undefeated, one of the most skillful boxers we've ever witnessed. But he takes on the king of king boxing, the king of kickboxing, who has not lost his title in over 4,000 days. He's been dropped, but he's never been stopped, and he's always come back, and he's always won. Been sharp, knocked a lot of people out. Let's see what he can do here. I'm waiting. Like I'm sure people get it worked out of them well, but some like surely someday you get like Izzy or something in boxing, someone's gonna forget their boxing for a second. Izzy actually did used to box. I don't know. I just picked him because he's like a kickboxer in my mind, but he's just like 1-2 head kick out of nowhere, completely on accident, man. Hopefully that never happens. Muscle memory, like, do you know what I mean? Get Pereira, get him to fight Tyson Fury or something, puts his hands down, just Yuri head kicks him. Forgets boxing. Goes, oh, oh, never mind. It's like, yeah, Rico's taking his time. Rico is not taking his time, bro. You know, thought Rico stand here, slow walk to the ring now. He ran. He absolutely bolted to the ring. We see Peter Fury in his corner here. And he won over Jordan Granham. No way. He won over Jordan Granham back in 2014. He's actually one of the most famous journeyman boxers, I believe. Crossed the 200 fight line there not too long ago. Well, been around him a couple of times. He's pulled off some good upsets as well. Don't hear yeah, he's actually on my don't doubt those journeymen, by the way. You think it's well and good until they show up with a point to prove, and then it gets rough. This is just I'm pretty sure this is the zone AI. You know what I mean? But I'll get started on AI. Like, we don't really like fights against in boxing, but when it's a fighter like Usyk, you sort of have to allow it. Do you know what I mean? He's beat everyone. Pyramids is a cool backdrop, like. We're getting ready here. I was supposed to run a poll. I completely forgot about it. My bad, but let me know how around you think this one's gonna go. We see Michael Buffer. He's not actually in the ring. He's on the walkway. Here comes Usyk. Is Usyk actually in the gladiator stuff? That's actually pretty cool if he is. He is. Alright, that's pretty good, not gonna lie. Usyk's dressed like gladiator. Let's go. That was pretty cool. The basic things. One of the things that I've always noticed about Usyk is he has such a team around him. It's insane. Like they're with him everywhere. You hear them in his corner. That you'll hear them chanting Usyk probably tonight if you hear audio. All this. Go. I've not been covering the fights on Twitter, man. I like the way they sort of built the crowd into this one because that was the main problem I think with Times Square. There was nothing to fuel the fighters really. Alexander Usyk lost 5 fights. You look at Anthony Joshua split decision. Tyson or Daniel Dubois round 9 KO. Tyson Fury split decision. Tyson Fury unanimous decision, and then last time out Daniel Dubois once again KO in round 5, I believe. Both men in the ring. Only one thing left to do. I swear if they do national anthems. People they're doing these like things these days as well, where it's like they done it with anyway in that last fight against Nakatani. They done it. They're doing it tonight. They done it for. Did they do it for Rank Garcia as well? The WBC are doing it where it's like win this and you get this chain or this ring, which is pretty cool. To be fair, it's like a one of one memorabilia, and then the ring magazine are like win this fight and you're gonna get a 24 karat gold, completely 100% gold belt, and you're like, for me, gonna be rich by the end of this. You know what I mean? People get a lot. You're getting a lot more like unique rewards these days. Even this WBC belt, WBC actually do this a lot. Like, yeah, where are you fighting? Egypt, one of one belt. They did it. I think it's in my thumbnail for this one. I cut it off, but the actual photo of Usyk, he has one where it's like half Ukraine as well on his belt for when he fought Fury. Oh my, they're doing national anthems. They're gonna do. I actually think they're doing Egypt, which is the host country. They might do Saudi, then they probably do Ukraine, and then they'll do where Rico's from, which is my bad for not knowing. But the pyramids and the wide shot, it's insane. Or are they only doing Egypt? Or are they doing what are they doing here? Are they doing Rico's? Okay. Netherlands. I thought that to be honest, but I mean, didn't want to get wrong. This is great banter. Like I know you've waited. I mean, literally, Hamza Shearaz got a round 2 KO. Like they're like, yeah, I know you've waited flipping 10 years here, but we're gonna go and do another podcast in between it. Then we're gonna do every possible other thing we can do before this fight happens. Like get the show on the road here. Not saying, or is it get the show rolling? I don't even know. Well, let's get this show started. average doing a wide press conference whenever he actually get whenever he actually cares. Aye. Where I like, I actually don't know what else to say. Like I'm just gonna keep waiting till the fight starts. Like what are you supposed to do in this situation? Like I started 20 minutes before the pre-posted walkout, which they actually had so much time to do because of the Shiraz fight. I can only waffle a certain amount before like I actually just run out of stuff to say sometimes, and we just gotta wait it out for these the national anthems and stuff, man. Like then they're gonna throw it back to Michael Buffer, and he's gonna be like, "This is not his fault, by the way." I'm sure he probably doesn't even like doing it because it just drags it out even more. Then he's like, "Before we introduce the fighters, this is our great sponsors," and then he names about 50 companies, and you're like, mate. No, never mind. He's an introducing Usyk, is he? No, he's not. That's just the end of the anthem. All right, anthem's done. Next step, introduce the fighters. Crazy how Bruce took over the UFC introducing, and he took over the boxing side, and they didn't even know they were brothers until a very long time into their life. I'm pretty sure, which is crazy. All right, Peter Fury in the corner. Rico Verhoeven, one of the greatest kickboxers of all time. No, we're not there yet. Why would we be? Or are we? I don't even know. They're doing a lot of camera angle changing here. Alexander Usyk, 24 and 0, three-time undisputed, two-weight undisputed, Olympic gold medalist, never beaten. Simply the best, as some would say. You know what I mean? And we're heading over into now, are we? No, we got our judges for this one. I'm not even. I don't even care to be honest about the judges this time. I just check the judges and I'm like, as long as they're not like if there was a judge from Ukraine or from the Netherlands, or if it was like Fury and Usyk, where it's like from one from England, like that could obviously lead to bias. But as long as that's not there, like just have different people from different places. So like, because I'm sure if you're from Ukraine, you love Usyk. Every country has a fighter that they love. So if you were to give a judge that fighter, you'd probably end up with a dodgy scorecard. Let's be honest, but as long as we just stay away from that, I don't really care who the judges are. Rico Verhoeven's what was he there? 6'5", 258 pound. Like that's insane. Peter Fury, another Fury takes on the Usyk team. See what he can do. 1-0, 1 KO from the Netherlands. Rico Verhoeven. Not much to say on that. Is there like I mean, give him this great introduction because he's arguably the greatest kickboxer ever, but that isn't boxing. You know what I mean? See what he can do. I noticed that straight line work from him as well. I don't think he'll get off that in this fight. Alexander Usyk, I mean, the man is surrounded by not only his team, but near enough every one of them has a belt on their shoulder as well. I mean, undisputed cruiserweight, undisputed heavyweight. IBF's like, oh, you can't, you're not defending our belt. We'll take it off you. And he's like, sweet, I'll get it back in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Beats the bar, two-time world champion at heavyweight undisputed. I mean, what else to say? 24 and 0, 15 KOs, fighting out of Ukraine. Arguably the greatest boxer of all time. Some people don't like it. They say it's recency bias, but it's true because everyone ever will have recency bias then, and no one will be the greatest ever. Like you can't just look at old fighters and then go, "Oh, they're only good because they were like they can only be the goat because they were an old fighter." Like that's not the truth. Modern day fighters can be the goats of the sports, but the president of the WBC going over, sure he's happy with this. Both men in the center of the ring. We have made it. Would you believe it? Let's go. Let's go. Both fighters touch gloves. Head back to their corners. Now we get everyone out of there. Go. Usyk in the corner. And let's go. Oh, that's 5 minute. That's a 5 minute timer. Restart that. Alright, there we go. Round one underway. Let's see what happens. Rico trying to keep the range. He's a very twitchy fighter, which is good for him, but also is so is Usyk, and twitching with the way he's doing it right now might not help him. But see. See. Interested to see how his footwork keeps up with Usyk. Throwing out that jab from range. Usyk goes with a hook. Nice right hand from Rico. I think Usyk partially blocked it though. I mean, he might be. He's probably going to be awkward for a round or two, but Usyk will probably adjust it and sort it then. Do you know what I mean? Guy's a flipping huge fighter though. Usyk's took down many giants though before. Nice right hand from Rico again. I was thinking this whole time, like I picked Usyk to lose to Dubois in the rematch, and like that would have been an insane one to like pick and win. Obviously, I picked Usyk to win this one if he loses. It's like whenever I picked Magomed Ankalaev to beat Pereira in the rematch and it never happened, and then I picked Chimaev to beat Strickland and it didn't happen either. And it's like, whenever you pick the huge favourite, sometimes it just does not go to plan. But Usyk should win this one easily. Rico just threw like a flurry and tried to back him onto the ropes, but not much out of it. Like Usyk covered up well and just flinched then. Uppercut all day for Usyk probably because Rico's head is staring at the floor. Sort of his stance more than, you know what I mean? Nice right hand, Usyk there. Or left, sorry. Obviously, Usyk's southpaw here. Oh, overhand right misses for Verhoeven, but it was close. Verhoeven's got a strange style, man. You gotta give it to him. Usyk's fainting that uppercut. Nice double jab, right hand, Usyk again. Left hand, man. Even someone's a southpaw, it just throws your scale of everything off. Turns everything opposite, man. Like, just forget. Probably round one, Usyk. Rico started well, but then I think Usyk took over at the end and won it fairly comfortably, like, won over Rico. In here. Alright, round two, let's go. Rico trying to back Usyk up again. Sorry about the round timer. Good work from Rico there to the body. Referee telling them to work out of the clinch. Good work from Usyk here. Oh, really good body shot, Usyk. What a shot. There was the footwork and the head movement, by the way, of Usyk coming into play now. More active now. Great uppercut, Usyk, and again with the uppercut. Rico throwing a lot of hooks, trying to make his work count in the clinch. But nothing significant yet, really. Good body shot, Rico. Nice straight right hand to the body. Told you about the uppercut for Usyk, though. He was loading up on it a bit there. Sort of just trying to walk Rico on it. You see how he beat Daniel Dubois as well. Just walked him on that hook and clipped him, and that was that. Way train left hooks there. Rico backing Usyk up again in the corner. He sort of just pushes him into the corner and throws a few punches, but I don't know. We'll see how it does for him. Usyk just trying to walk him on the shots again. Rico throwing a lot of just like ground and pound shots. Or ground and pound, just like close up tapping shots and clinch. A nice combination there from Rico. Is it 2-0 to Rico? And no one's really scoring it on Twitter. Um, Rico's doing well. Let's go. Round three underway now. Round hammer. Oh, nice uppercut Usyk there. Good work at range from Usyk with the lead hand. Be interesting to see how Rico slows down over the course of this fight. Good body shot again from Rico. Usyk saying it was low. Bit of nostalgia there. Cobinger's got it 2018 for Rico, which is probably fair. The rounds have been competitive, like, but Rico's somehow getting off the better work early here. Nice right hand for Rico over the top. Usyk stunned. So he was. I think his legs stumbled a bit there. Whether they did or not, he took off out of that exchange anyways. He's got on the front foot now. Rico's got to be one of the most like strange styles I've ever seen, but he's making it work in there. Nice uppercut left hook Usyk. Rico trying to unload Usyk again. I think he might land in there as well. Good body shot, Rico. Good right hook, left hook for Usyk. mixing up the words now as well, man. Huge overhand, bro. That right hook for Rico is landing clean. Said before, I'll say it again. This is the greatest. This would be the greatest upset in the history of the sport. You see, Rico's out there floating like a butterfly right now. Come on, doing a bit of that footwork. Nice job from Rico. Good counter work there from Usyk. Suppose he knows now that right hook's the shot for Rico. Like at the moment, Usyk loading up on his own hooks now. Good combinations there from Usyk. Rico fires back a hook. Usyk staying in his base. I'll lose this round though for me. Right hand, that was it. In the middle from Rico. Goes to the right hand again. Good shot from Rico. Oh, we're doing Rico 3-0 on Twitter. We're running it. Go. Crazy work so far from Rico, man. See if he can keep it up here. We're heading into round 4. I believe is one round before Rico's maximum ever, so should get interesting if we get past that point. But he's landed some huge right hooks so far. Maybe another one. Do it for him. Rico's footwork's actually been a lot better than I thought it would be. Obviously, I think you'd be more based in kickboxing, so obviously you're getting ready to throw a head kick. And like being stood solid is gonna give you a lot of power on that. Nice uppercut from Usyk there. But I didn't expect his footwork to be this good. Good uppercut again from Usyk. Rico with a body work on the inside now and the hooks to the head. Nice body work there from Usyk and Rico again. Good right, good uppercut Usyk. 1-2 left hook now for Usyk. Right hook. Rico's in the back foot here. Usyk's got him hurt in the corner. Nice right hand again from Usyk. Just if I say right hand for Usyk, no, it's his left hand, by the way. Most of the time, nice left hook for Usyk that time. Nice 1-2 left hook for Usyk now. Body shot in there as well. Deep press for Usyk. Putting on the pressure himself though in this round. Looking for that uppercut again. Nice body shot from Rico. Good uppercut for Usyk. Seen Rico coming from a mile away, man. He just threw that in there. Come up. And good clinch work from Rico as well. Nice shot from Usyk. Usyk's trying to pull the gloves down now of Rico from his head. Let's go. Usyk throwing some more shots in there now. Trying to work the hooks over the top, but the uppercut is the big shot. There's another right hook for Rico though. Nice job from Usyk again. Huge right hook again for Rico. Let me. Oh, huge uppercut for Usyk. On time for his mouthpiece. Yeah, it was a good shot. Like, this is what some people have said all along, is that you just have to go forward on Usyk, which is crazy, but he obviously countered Dubois doing that, but sometimes it will work maybe. Nice straight left again there from Usyk. It's gotta be an Usyk. Ready one Rico though. And Anthony Joshua at ringside here as well. Go round 5 here. Sorry with the round timer. Forgot about that. Jab there from Usyk. Jab again. Bit of a late hand battle here. Nice counter shot from Usyk. And the uppercut's what worked so well in that last round. I think he's going for that again. Right hook now though for Usyk. I mean, Rico's just polishing him on those ropes. Nice shot there from Usyk. Shot again from Usyk there. Nice uppercut again there from Usyk. Couple of nice shots in there as well. Job there from Usyk. Rico moving forward now. Trying to back Usyk up into the ropes again. Round 6, so I think it's farther than Rico's ever gone. We'll see how he looks here. Big twitching now, holding his nose. Nice job there from Rico. Straight left from Usyk now, double jab from Usyk. Looking for that hook, doesn't get it. Jab from Usyk again. Hooks. He's getting a lot more twitchy now as well. Going for that counter shot with the uppercut as well. Doesn't get it though. Nice hook jab there from Rico. He needs to watch his hands down there. Nice straight left from Usyk. Rico going for the body shot. Didn't get it. Another feint there. That's the end of round 6. I don't really know. That was a close round again. We're giving it to Rico there. People saying 3-2 Usyk as well. People saying 4-2 Rico. I don't really know, to be honest. Will hit me. Round 7 underway now. This is crazy work. Gotta think Usyk has to try and get him out of here late. Or win. I mean, he still has to win the second half of this fight, like, but first 6 being that close and Rico being up on them is crazy. Coppinger has it 5-1 to Rico. Oh my, the jab from Rico here is crazy. Usyk needs to go that uppercut again. Getting off the angle. Good defense there from Usyk. Good body shot there from Rico. Nice counter hook from Usyk as well. Nice straight left from Usyk. Good head movement there from Usyk as well. I think if he gets the space, Rico's going to run into a huge uppercut, but we'll see. Nice uppercut straight left there from Usyk as well. Putting his combinations together now. Nice left hook as well there from Usyk. Going for that shot quite a bit. See if he can put it back down the middle though. I think that worked better. Ooh. Nice straight right hand there from Rico. I think it was blocked, but you still see the impact on it. Rico's not. Oh, left hook for Rico. Rico's well into that hook exchange that got Daniel Dubois knocked out, so we'll see. Nice hooks here from Usyk on the inside. Really good uppercut from Usyk. Out of the clinch now. Grab from Usyk. Great body shot though from Rico. And separates again. Nice hook from Usyk. I think he's going to throw that straight left. Rico's just waiting for the opportunity to land that big right hook as well. Nice straight left again from Usyk there. Backing his opponent up now. Double jab from Rico. Again, Rico with a jab. Wait, they both missed there. 1-2 from Usyk. Rico backing up a lot more in this round. Still twitching, still fainting. Throwing out that jab, but they back up a lot in this round. Good defense there from Usyk. Just throws his hands out whenever bench again. 3-6 round, 5-2 Rico though. Either 5-2 or 4-3 to Rico, though. Rico's winning, in my opinion. See Leon Wells here saying if Rico starts uppercuts and liver shots, dot dot dot. Usyk doesn't look impressed himself, but that's been a bit of a lackluster performance so far from Usyk. Let's see if he can pick it up like he usually does in the second half of this fight. Like I said, Rico, man, tricky to figure out, so we'll see. I picked Usyk by late stoppage, bit of a leg feint there from Rico. Nice straight left from Usyk. Good uppercut on the inside there from Rico. A lot of his fights in the clinch, like they both trade hooks on the exit of that one. Straight left for Usyk. Rico just trying to run at him again. Rico winning the foot battles, what's at points is what's shocking me, to be honest. Oh, huge right hand for Rico. But me over the top of Usyk's uppercut and another right hook for Rico. Usyk in the ropes now, going to the body, Rico. Let me, this is shocking stuff. Like, Usyk shakes his head. We Rico just covering up or stabbing in there with his shots, avoiding the counter shot. Usyk trying to find the angle. Not really throwing as much this round. Uppercut miss for Usyk. Jab for Usyk over the top and another one. Back out of the way of Rico's shots as well. That's nice work from Usyk. Nice uppercut, nice jab there from Usyk. That was sharp. On the right hand now, Usyk, but more clinch work from Rico here. Usyk spins out of that one. Rear left miss for Usyk. Good lead hook up uppercut now for Usyk. Misses the uppercut but lands the hook again. Rico not afraid to trade with him at all. Heavy clinch work from you can tell Rico's way stronger than him. Like the referee's warning him here about the clinch and the pushing. It's gotta be Rico again. Usyk's nose is broke or something. This is actually hilarious. Like it's insane. It is absolutely insane. I don't know what way to put it. It's absolutely insane. Usyk's never been in this type of fight, even against Tyson Fury. On my scorecard, Usyk needs to win every other round, every single round left in this fight to win. Crazy. Nice job there from Usyk. Coppinger has got it 7-1 to Rico. Did I just change my scorecards? I don't even know. Either way, Usyk needs to flip and win everything here. Nice uppercut there from Usyk. A nice straight shot now and the hook over the top. Nice right hand again. Usyk's hurt. Huge shots here in the clinch. Body work. Everyone for the Tyson Fury was supposed to do this clinch stuff, but Rico is implementing it perfectly. Maybe Peter Fury was the Fury that would flip and went under the radar, but is going to steal all the glory when it comes to getting a victory over Alexander Usyk. Nice straight shot though from Usyk. Usyk's a dog, he won't go out without fighting. 1-2 there from Usyk. Gotta think he should have worked the body more in this fight. But we'll see. Nice right hook again from Rico. I'll be honest, Usyk needs a finish, and Rico looks like he's the one closer to it. Got Usyk covering up heavy to the body. This isn't seeing. Oh my. I'm gonna lose my mind if he wins this. I just don't even know, man. Like how I've made such sensible picks. I made so much. Like this is what I thought would happen for Usyk to lose. I thought Danny the Bar would have did it, but obviously the 1-0 kickboxer comes in and flipping starts doing it. Like no one's picking him. Of course they're not picking him, and he's the one that starts doing it. Unbelievable. Even if he could get knocked out spark cold, it doesn't even matter, man. He shouldn't be here at this point. So, and he shouldn't be winning at this point. Getting knocked out now is irrelevant. To the point that he's just flipping outboxed Usyk for so many rounds, and he's hurting him here as well late. Rico moving about in the back foot now. 1-2 there from Usyk. Going for the uppercut, doesn't get it, man. Usyk's gonna need to land a really nice shot on Rico to hurt him as well by the looks of it, so I can't believe what I'm witnessing, to be honest with you. It's happened to Rico. Like, what is happening here with Usyk? Round 10, 3 rounds to do it, Usyk. Can't win a decision on my scorecard anyways. There has been a few close rounds. Now, this is where Usyk usually takes over. Let's see if he can do it again and get a stoppage. Because he needs it, in my opinion. Nice straight left there from Usyk. Goes to straight left again. Getting backed up here. He's looking for the counter shot. Nice uppercut from Usyk. Good head movement that time. He got out of the way of Rico. Don't know what happened there, but they touched glove anyways. Usyk's getting out jabbed by Rico. Nice hook there from Rico as well. Bodywork. He literally just pushed him again. So Usyk cannot afford to be missing. Nice uppercut there from Usyk. Rico's just working the body in close. Walking Usyk back now. 1-2 from Rico. Don't even ask me what I'm watching because I actually just cannot believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe this in the flipping slightest. And Usyk's the one getting beaten round 10. Body shots there from Rico. Nice uppercut there from Usyk though, and a left hook now. And Rico into the ropes. Is Usyk's chance. Uppercut again for Usyk, and a hooks now. 1-2, left hook for Usyk. Rico on the back foot, hooks again for Usyk, going for the uppercut. Misses the left hook. Left hook again for Usyk though, in the left hand, straight now. Waiting for that uppercut, another hook for Usyk. Rico still trying to push the pace. Gets Usyk back in the clinch. Nice job again from Usyk. Gets it back at the end of that round anyways. But flip me, that was tough. I mean, Usyk has 2 rounds to get this stoppage. In my opinion, to win the fight. I don't think he can win without it, so let's see what he can do here. Has his man hurt at the end of round 10? Can he work on it, build on it in round 11 and round 12 to get off his own stoppage in a fight where he needs it? This is usually the rounds where he takes over as well. Rico never been in a 12-round fight. Let's see what happens here. Not that his cardio has lacked so far. Nice shot from Usyk, by the way, to start the round. I forgot to call it. Hook now from Usyk. Nice again from Usyk with the left or the right hook backhand. That is his lead. Right hook, by the way. Nice straight shot there from Usyk. Rico trying to walk forward now, just pushing Usyk with his shoulder. Nice uppercut there from Usyk. Straight left and a right hook now. Rico on the back foot a lot more in these rounds. Nice uppercut there from Usyk with a hook again. Straight left from Usyk. And a nice lead hook from Usyk. Putting his punches together well now. But is it too late if he can't get him out? Nice uppercut from Usyk. Rico's still going forward. You got to think Usyk's looking for the counter here. Great body work though. I mean, the counter is pretty much impossible because Rico just smothers. It's hard to get him off. Nice straight from Usyk, but Rico's putting on the hooks in the clinch here. Usyk gets him off. Referee, why are we holding the fighter? Like, referee stuck behind him, man. Usyk did not get that uppercut. Right hook for Rico now. Nice uppercut. Hooks again from Usyk. Trying everything he can here, but his nose is still bothering him. Nice straight from Usyk. Barely avoids the flipping overhand from Rico though. Gets Rico off him again in the clinch. Good body trap there from Rico with a body shot now. Rico throwing in hooks. Usyk on the ropes here. Usyk's tired and his nose still bothering him. Double jab there from Rico. Wait, nice uppercut there from Usyk and again. Trying to put the pump. Oh, huge uppercut. Down goes Rico. What a shot. I said the uppercut at the start. And there it is. Down goes Rico. Usyk needs this. 10 seconds left in this round. What can he do? Oh my, the gum shield isn't in. Stop the timer. The rounds, what are they doing? Usyk's got 10 seconds here. They're putting the gum shield back in. Setting Rico back out now. 10 seconds here. 1-2 from Usyk now. Uppercut again. Left hook, right hand. He's hurt here in the corner. Usyk's pacing him up. And the referee steps in. That's horrific. That is horrific, but Usyk gets it. Absolutely horrific from the referee. That's not going to go down well, I'm telling you, on Twitter. Alexander Usyk stops Rico Verhoeven with seconds. Literal, probably a second left to go. We see here Usyk in the back foot. And the uppercut just floors him. See the opening here and just bang. What a shot from Usyk. You have to give it to him. But that stoppage. I mean, he was hurt. He was on the ropes. He was taking a lot of punches, but that's early. See here, the combination's going in. The straight left lands a load of times, and Usyk's landing a lot in the clinch, but Rico's still standing in a fight that he is winning 7-3. I don't know, man. Left hook, uppercut, left hook, straight left. Right hook, uppercut, right hook again. Into the straight left, or the straight left. Back to the straight left that misses, hits the chest, and the referee stops in. Oh my. Usyk's a lucky man there. I think he would have got him around 12, to be honest, but. Oh, okay, the referee steps in. Jeepers. Still undefeated, still, I suppose, heavyweight champion of the world, but he did not look good in there. Or he looked alright, but he didn't look as good as he usually looks. Maybe that's because of the style Verhoeven brought, you know what I mean? Style makes fights. Styles make fights, and Rico was awkward. He looks disappointed here, but there's nothing to be disappointed about. I don't know. I do not know. The boxing referee. Like, Rico's been dropped twice before in a fight. He's been badly hurt before in a fight with a huge cut, and that thing gets stopped, and he come back to win by knockout, I'm pretty sure. No chance in this one, though. Rico does. Rico looks like one unhappy man right now, to be honest. But we're. I'll tell you what we've got here. I'll tell you actually what we have here. We have Alexander Usyk getting his victory announced against Turkey Al Sheikh. Because for some reason Rico won't stand. Yeah, Rico won't stand next to the referee. Actually, that's valid. Said thoughts on the stoppage. Someone shouts corruption in the comments, and someone else says he shouldn't have spat Gum Shield out because he would have got stopped properly. I mean, he wouldn't have got up in time if he did, or well, he did get up in time. He would have stopped earlier, anyways, is what they're trying to say. And still undefeated, or not undisputed, but majority champion, I suppose. I don't know, man. You're gonna see it. You're gonna hear it. I'm gonna do my recap video. Referee, maybe time to go, mate. I have no clue. I do not know. The referee has had a flipping. In the words of Cal Freezy, the referee has had an absolute howler there. I'm not even joking. I'm not joking. It's tough. It is tough. But Usyk gets it done in the end. He didn't look as good in there tonight. Maybe the age is starting to catch up, or maybe it was just the style of Rico Verhoeven. But in the end, whether it was the referee's fault or not, I do think Usyk would have pulled it off in round 12. That's what you forget. There's still another round to go. I think he would have got that uppercut again. He was landing it all fight. But who knows? But Usyk gets it. 30, 33 and 0 again, man. I'm so Usyk is not there. Usyk's 25 and 0 now. Still majority belt holder. Another knockout on the record. Gets it done late and in dramatic fashion. Let me know what you think in the comments down below if you're watching this back. We got Wade here saying that the round was over and the referee stopped it. I mean, it did feel like that went on for longer than the 10 seconds there was, to be honest. But then again, the mouthpiece, I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments if you're watching this back. But Peter Fury, I know. Peter Fury, mate, what a job, in all fairness. Who knows? Maybe if that doesn't get stopped there, he pulls off upset of century. I want to hear what he has to say here, but that's going to be all from me. I'll hold on, actually. I don't know. I do not know. Crazy work from the referee. Rico said he thought he was winning. He thought it was an early stoppage. No, not like you'd have every right to be like in an angry mood about it. But man, it's also bad because Rico is just one of the most humble people you'll see in combat sports, and to see him get done that dirty is insane. Um, no bias. I cover boxing. I cover MMA. As much as I love boxing, interesting is the word I would use. I mean, 6'5", he's 250 pounds. He's winning the fight 7-3 at most, at least. I mean, you stop him like that with 1 second left in the round. Unbelievable. Let's just say, well, I like to do this often. I won't say it on anyone's behalf. Maybe it was because the referee didn't want the boxer to lose. But I always like to make a reference back to someone that I have interviewed and followed up until the end of their career in the sport. Michael Conlon, what he said after the Rio 2016 Olympics. Boxing stinks from the court to the top, and that's how I'm going to end it here. Because it may have just turned out to be true again. I'm not going to throw any accusations anyone's way because I'm not that stupid. But let's just say maybe someone or some people, someone wasn't happy that the boxer was losing and had to maybe step in for the safety of the sport. Because I'll be honest, the sport would have went into disarray, and I have no clue what I said. The whole thing would have looked like a fraud. The sport would have looked like fraud if Usyk would have lost there. But anyways, that's all. We'll leave it on that note. Shout out Mick Conlon as always. And yeah, let's go. Rico gets stopped very controversially in round 11. But Usyk did land a nice shot before the uppercut. Let's not forget it. Yeah, that's how it ended. Let's go. Like I said, the end of one of these. Have a good day, night, fun, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, whatever time of day it is. Have a good time. Hopefully you enjoyed the fight. And yeah, that's what we need. That's what we love in this sport. Let's go. Let's go.